make a move in the ring. You can hit me with a word you fling.
It's the post-fight podcast, South China Morning Post in Hong Kong. I'm Nicholas Atkin, and today I'm joined by Mr. Leon Jennings, Asian Persuasion MMA, APMMA.net. Leon, haven't seen you for a while. How's things going, man?
Good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, always good. We're here to preview One Championship. No surrender. One Championship is back after 5 months, is it? February 28th, their last show in Singapore. This is why we got Leon on the show. He's missed the One Championship. Never misses a show. He's going to miss this one because he can't get there. It's behind closed doors again in Bangkok on July 31st, Friday. But Leon, you'll be watching just like me at home, I guess. And yeah, we're here to preview the card. Let's get your thoughts on the first fight. I'll bring it up here on screen. Not the greatest card for MMA fans, but it's got a lot of Muay Thai, hasn't it? And there's something for those fans of Muay Thai. Pampayak, Jit Mangnon against Superlek.
This is one of the reasons why I love One Championship, because we're MMA guys. And although I followed Muay Thai a little bit, suddenly One Championship's got the best Muay Thai athletes in the world. And now suddenly I'm following Rod Tang as religiously as I follow Demetrius Johnson or anyone else. So my knowledge has just really expanded since One Championship started their One Super Series, really. So this first one, the main fights I followed have been there in the One Championship. I think they're both unbeaten in one. Pampayak, he's only 24, and he's fought almost 300 times already, which I don't think is that strange in Thailand, but coming from someone who's coming from an MMA background in England, thinking, damn, almost 300 fights by the time you're 24 years old. It's pretty crazy, but he's a young, exciting fighter. Superlek's exciting fighter. That's going to be a fun start to the card. Like you mentioned, maybe not the best card for MMA, but One Super Series, I think, must have converted so many MMA fans to Muay Thai and kickboxing. And if any MMA fans are going to be watching this card Friday night, and if they don't love Muay Thai by the end of it, then they'll never love Muay Thai. But
then they're idiots because it's great. Yeah. Well, like you said, it's only a 6-fight card. Normally one has a lot of prelims, or I guess they started calling them something else, didn't they, towards the end of last year and the beginning of this year. What was it? They had different names. Yeah, the lead card. It's prelims, isn't it, and main card. Well, there are no prelims on this show. There's just 6 bouts.
Card moving, but I'm not sure how. I think they might have reverted back before the dreaded coronavirus came and ruined it.
Well, we'll see when they actually have some prelims, whether they go with that. But yeah, it looks like one is going to bed down for a few weeks in Bangkok, and then they're going to be moving to Singapore for a few weeks. At least that's the plan. Let's not count out our friend, the virus, from messing everything up. But yeah, moving on, as I mentioned, bout 2, Mark Fairtex Abelardo against Fabricio Andrade. Bit more of our our thing, isn't it, this one, Leon?
It is. I mean, although Fabricio's making his one debut, so it's going to be interesting how he gets on. Mark he's fought a few times now in One Championship. I think he's come off a loss to Troy Weatherden in Singapore.
That is correct. Yeah, last time out. Yeah.
So he'll be looking to bounce back. That's kind of although Mark is kind of Filipino Kiwi. I think he trains obviously in Thailand. Fabricio trains, I think, at Tiger Muay Thai. So we're going to see a lot of Thais, obviously Thais and Thai trained fighters in the next month or so.
Yeah, this is it, isn't it? It's anyone who's there already. It's going to be tough to get anyone else in. So I think the options are limited, but let's not count it out before we see it. Still should be a fun fight, huh? Abelardo, as you said, fought Troy Weatherden last time. That was a good fight. I think it was a unanimous decision for Troy, if I'm correct.
Troy's a beast. Troy's one to watch. So
indeed, yeah.
It's no real bad thing to lose to Troy Weatherden.
Yeah, I interviewed Troy a couple months ago, but the connection in his house in Singapore was so bad, so I couldn't even put it up. So Troy, I'll be interviewing again, hopefully. Say that again. Sorry.
It worked perfectly in Singapore.
Yeah, you would have thought the Singapore internet was good. It really sucked. Or maybe it was my office in SCMP, but SCMP shells out the big bucks for the best Wi-Fi. Of course, we don't mess around. But I'm at home right now, so my Wi-Fi is a lot worse. So it may cut out again here. Anyway, why don't we move on to bout 3? This is the one I'm excited for, Leon. I'm sure you are too. Stamp Fairtex against Sunisa Srisen. Right. Stamp, former one kickboxing champ. She's still the one atomweight Muay Thai champ, but this is her 5th MMA bout. I think she's 4-0 in MMA, but we don't really know much about Sunisa, do we? She's a bit of an unknown.
I think she's 3-0, and she's fought in the fun promotion, Full Metal Dojo.
Oh yeah, John Nutt.
John Nutt, yeah.
Shout out to John Nutt.
Shout out to John Nutt, who's got his own secret Fight Island coming up.
Yes, everyone. When is that? We need to give that a plug on here. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and find it. You talk about the fight while I find Full Metal Dojo.
Well, again, it's been interesting, wasn't it? I mean, we don't know much about Sunisa. They've trained a bit together in the past. But Sunisa left the gym, I think, when they knew they were going to fight each other. I spoke to Stamp yesterday, and Stamp said she'd instructed her a few times. So I'm not sure she meant she's actually sort of taught her as well, or whether that was just a bit lost in translation and they trained together. So, but yeah, that should be interesting. I mean, that's, like I said to Stamp, I think she's going to be heavy favourite going into that.
Yeah, but it doesn't really teach us much about Stamp, does it? We don't know if she's more prepared to fight Angela Lee. I think that's the eventual goal. One wants to put her in there against the champ, but
of course,
we're not going to learn much. She's not going to learn much about her abilities. But again, I do understand they have limited options right now.
Of course, yeah, there's limits. And I mean, I think any MMA bout's useful for Stamp at this time. And she said she wants to work on her ground game. So even if, I mean, we don't know how it's going to pan out, but if it does go to the ground and Stamp wins there, then that shows Stamp's improving. She's working on that side of the game. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah,
and
okay.
Fun to have a little bit of unknown.
Yeah, one sad aspect that she told me, she's not going to be able to do the Stamp dance because of regulations. Yeah. So I always love the Stamp dance, Leon. You always see me moving in the aisles, but yeah, Stamp's going to have to just make a regular walkout because of some kind of regulation preventing her from, I don't know, maybe it's too many people will be around her. I don't know.
I think they're just going to keep it simple because obviously they've done the walkout in I thought it was middle of August, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. I found it. Full Metal Dojo, 15th August. Apparently looks like it might just be this fight or all of them. First round is boxing, second round Muay Thai, third round MMA. That should be fun. Everyone check out Full Metal Dojo on Twitter. 7-ounce
gloves, apparently.
Yeah. All right, good plug for those guys. Sorry, let's get back to Stamp Fairtex. All right, what were you saying?
I was saying as well, not only is Stamp not going to do her dance, Rod Tang and Petchdad, who have two of the best walkouts, we're going to miss out on their entrances as well. But that's what I'm saying. I think they're just going to keep things simple. I guess obviously the last one card was behind closed doors, and they still done the walkouts and the music. But I guess this time round, yeah, keep things simple.
So we're not going to have the guys with the green clappers standing either side of the aisle making noise.
I think there will be an aisle. I think it will literally be a bit like the One Warrior series. They'll just suddenly appear.
Well, I was thinking about this. Maybe I'm overthinking, but I tend to overthink a lot of stupid crap. But they haven't probably been able to ship their stage over there from Singapore, right?
Well, I thought that. Yeah. I thought once, obviously in Thailand, there's a lot of talent in Thailand to use. But most one staff don't live in Thailand.
No.
They've got equipment in Thailand already from the Bangkok shows. I guess I think they keep that in Bangkok.
I think they have one in each major city for like Manila and KL.
I think so. That's a good question.
Yeah.
I was talking to someone the other day from one staff, and he was saying we'll have stuff in Bangkok from their Bangkok shows.
Okay, well that's good. But yeah, it makes sense that they're having 3 shows in a row then, I guess, because they're going to have to ship a bunch of stuff in, aren't they?
6 in Bangkok, 3 in China.
6 in Bangkok. Oh my God. All right. I'll try and find the list.
I think it's 6 in China. Sorry, 6 in Bangkok, 3 in Shanghai, somewhere in China. And then at the moment, 2 in Singapore, and then it's Jakarta, Manila, and KL to finish the year.
Oh, I've found it. Let's bring it up on screen here.
I do like the fancy stuff you're doing here, mate, of the screen.
Yeah. It's fancy.
This looks amazing. I need to get up to date, up to scratch.
It's so easy. Even you could do it, Leon. It's so simple. Yeah.
I need a lesson.
Oh no, I'll show you next time if we're ever allowed to meet again somewhere. You know, I miss our hotel lobby days, working, transcribing, uploading videos. You don't really drink, but I might be partial to a beer. You have I don't know, what do you have?
I drink
soy. Yeah.
Water really, unless
water. Okay.
I'm very drunk, and then I switch it for another see-through liquid called vodka.
Well, you're right. Yeah, there's No Surrender 2, and that is in August 14th. No Surrender 3, 21st of August. Then A New Breed, that's still in Bangkok. Yeah. A New Breed 2, it's taking us in September. A New Breed 3, very imaginative names here, 18th of September. Then they're off to Shanghai, you're right, for the Reign of Dynasties on 25th of September. 2 more Reign of Dynasties in October. Then we're off to Singapore for Supernova. Do you think that's optimistic, being in Singapore, given everything going on there with the virus?
I'm always optimistic. If someone says we're going back to Singapore next week, I'll go, oh, brilliant. Yeah, I think we can do it. But obviously this coronavirus is a bit more of a pain than the normal hurdles we get in life.
Well, yeah, there's Jakarta is on the menu for December 4th, Manila, December 11th, and then my birthday, December 18th, Kuala Lumpur. That'll be great.
So yeah, if we can get back to normal by the Singapore cards, that'll be so good.
Yeah. How much are you missing the shows?
Oh, I just can't wait to get back. I mean, like I said, I think tomorrow's going to be the first card I've missed, apart from the China cards, in 2 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I skipped the last Bangkok one in January and the last Manila one, but you were all of them, weren't you?
Yeah. So tomorrow's gonna be weird watching it. It's gonna be good in a way because I always miss out on Michael Schiavello and Mitch Wilson's commentating, and especially Michael Schiavello.
Well, maybe you can read Michael Schiavello's new book. You might miss him less.
That earlier today, actually.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, maybe. Michael, if you're listening, give us a free copy. Anyway, James Goyders, thanks for the tweet. We'll get back to the card. Come on, we got to finish that. Co-main event, Pet Maricot against Yod Sanklai. That's a pretty good bout, isn't it? Muay Thai. Yeah, featherweight championship there. Pet Maricot, who I still insist was robbed against Persuasion. No, this should be a good one. Break it down for us, Leon.
Well, like I say, this is going to be a fun one. Since the Persuasion fight, Maricot's just looked amazing. He's won the belt. On the other hand, sort of Yod Sanklai, he was unbeaten, I think, for 8 odd years. Silly amount of fights. Burst onto the one Super Series scene, and then he's lost his last 2 fights. Got finished in his last fight. So, I mean, this is a fun fight anyway. But then there's a little bit of the unknown. I mean, with Yod Sanklai, I'm probably saying his name wrong, as I say every name wrong. But there's a little bit of unknown. He's coming off 2 losses, a stoppage finish, which is unbelievable, against Pet Maricot, who's going to be super, super confident. So, yeah, this is a really interesting one.
Yeah, I don't know where my heart lies in this one. I'm going to say Pet Maricot because I think he's a bad man. He as I said, I think he did win that fight against Persuasion. It was over 10, wasn't it? And then Persuasion got him in the rematch in Kuala Lumpur. We were there, weren't we? Robbed of $1 million, a chance to win $1 million.
Yes, I reckon he's done it right now, though, winning the belt. And then this is a big fight.
Chai against Superbon, you're right. Should be a fun one. Kickboxing featherweight bout.
I mean, they're both legends in Thailand. They're both making their One Super Series debuts. And they've already fought twice. They're 1-1, be like in the main event. So that's going to be, I mean, I think this is one of the funnest cards I've ever seen.
Yeah, you can always tell when James Goyder, who we're borrowing this tweet off, when he gets excited, I know it's going to be a good Muay Thai kickboxing card. And he was very excited about this fight, wasn't he? Also very excited about the main event. I jumped the gun slightly there, as you said. Rod Tang against Pet Tam, flyweight Muay Thai World Championship. This one is the third fight, but it's between them. It's the first time they've met in one championship. Yeah, who's your money on? I'm going to go with Rod Tang.
I think Rod Tang's the favourite. I think obviously they're 1-1. Pitched down. He won the kickboxing title in one. And it's going to be an interesting one because there's already mind games going on. Rod Tang, he's saying he wants to go toe to toe. Pitch Tam's obviously thinking, I don't think so. I'm going to fight smart, which is what Pitch Tam said to me yesterday. He fights tactically. He wants to be more of a counter striker. He's going to try and be clever. So it's going to be interesting to see the two contrasting styles. Rod Tang wanting to be in each other's faces, Pitch Tam wanting to keep the distance and fight smart. So yeah, again, another interesting matchup. But like you said, I think Rod Tang's going to be favourite. I think his last performance against Jonathan Haggerty was just incredible, considering that first fight of Haggerty was so close and was an unbelievable fight. His performance in the rematch was incredible. And in part, some of the shots he took were just unbelievable. I mean, we talk about people like Tony Ferguson's got crazy chins. Rod Tang, he took a few massive shots and just kept walking forward. That was crazy. So I don't know.
Bringing it up here, yeah.
What Patch Tam's going to try and do is outsmart him, try to outbox him. No one's going to out-toughen Rod Tang.
No, he's a crazy man. Look at that. Some of those shots he's eating, you can see it there, yeah.
And I was speaking to Jonathan the next morning. He was saying, he's surprised that he walked through some of the shots. And he was also saying he could take some of the shots to the face. But he was saying the shots to the body, they just shut him down. He just said they were impossible to deal with.
As you mentioned also, the Iron Man, he has a pretty fun entrance. Yeah, and Baby Shark. Damn, so we're going to be robbed of 3 brilliant entrances tomorrow.
I hope it's an epic. We can see another rematch with a walkout. Because although it's all about the fight, obviously, but the walkouts are fun.
You spoke to them, yeah. So everyone go check out Asian Persuasion MMA on YouTube. Who did you have, Pet Tam and Rod Tang and Stamp yesterday?
Rod Tang and Stamp. Again, it was difficult with the restrictions in place and the well, you know.
What did you talk about?
I got a mini Stamp dance at the end.
Oh, wow.
For Friday night.
Yeah, you had a brilliant video from January of Rod Tang interviewing Stamp, I think. It's gone crazy on YouTube.
Yeah, that's fun.
200,000 views.
I think about a quarter of a million views now it's had.
Wow.
It's pretty crazy.
How many followers you picked up from that?
1 or 2.
Yeah, you've raced ahead of me. Last time I saw you, we were neck and neck. Now you're 6,000. I'm still trying to get to 3,000.
I don't recall us being neck and neck.
We were neck and neck-ish. Yeah. I don't know. You may be 1,000 more than me.
You've caught up with me though, because obviously I think I had a fair few thousand before you'd even started your channel, and now you.
Yeah, and then I got a couple of thousand off Onglan Sang in October, pretty much. And now I'm struggling every day to produce brilliant content like this so I can eke out a few more subscribers to try and catch up to Leon Jennings and Asian Persuasion MMA, but it's an impossible task now. I can't match your content, Leon.
Well, I haven't done many videos the last few months. I mean, most of my videos are when I go to the events. I've been doing some. I've interviewed Mark Sangao recently, and I think Ong La, Martin Ewan. So I've done a few, but yeah, like when it's fight week, I normally can do up to 20 in the few days, which is.
You need to get the podcast going. We need an AP MMA podcast.
Well, I'm just having graphics done at the moment, actually, an intro, outro, and all the flashy stuff. Embrace this technology that I run away from.
Get yourself a microphone, some of these.
Well, I'm in between locations at the moment, obviously. I do need some more equipment, but I thought I might as well relocate before I buy more stuff that I need to move when the whole coronavirus is over and the borders are open.
So they haven't kicked you out of KL yet?
Yeah, they've been really good, actually, because they've just said anyone who's in, your visas run out, just stay until they open the borders.
Well,
so I've got a little longer till
it's Thailand's loss without having you there, Leon.
This week now.
Yeah.
I'd not being there, but
imagine if you'd been there, you could have gone to all these one shows and.
Oh well, if I was in Thailand, I probably would have been kicked out because they've been really strict.
Oh yeah.
With people visas and because obviously here I've had a 1-year visa. In Thailand, I'd have only had a tourist visa.
Well, any idea of what's going to be on the next card? I don't think it's next week. When was it? August 14th. So we're going to have 2 weeks to wait. Any hint of any fights going to be on that?
There hasn't really been any hint so far. So
I don't think they know, do they? being
I
honest.
guess at the moment, the later you plan stuff and announce stuff, the better, because things are changing every day.
And there's less time for it to fall apart, right?
I guess, yeah. I mean, I can't imagine running a martial arts promotion at the moment, or any sporting organisation or anything like that in the world, because what a nightmare.
Well, it's good to see them back either way. I've missed them. I'm sure you have, Leon.
Yeah, 5 months, it's a long time.
It seems so long ago we were sitting in that lobby, working side by side, staring into each other's eyes.
We need them back.
Yeah, those lovely fight weeks.
It affected me that much. The biggest thing it's affected me is no one championship events to go to.
All right, fight of the night tomorrow. What is it going to be?
Oh, there's too many.
Put your neck on the line now, Leon.
I think maybe the main event, just because of there is a belt at stake as well. But then the co-main event is a belt as well. Yeah, those two. Sitachar as well. That fight's going to be epic. All of them. I mean, I like the idea of a 6-fight card. It's just going to bang, 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 bang.
Yeah, some of these UFC cards have been hard to follow in Asia. Getting up at I missed most of the prelims half the time, but prelims start at 5 a.m. Yeah, these Fight Island cards in Abu Dhabi. There's how many you have, like 15 fights on some of them. It does get a bit too much, yeah. But six fights I'm actually looking forward to. A nice concise card, because one normally stack it with about 12 fights, don't they, at least?
They always do 10 for a long time, and then as they started, the cards getting more stacked, they started going up to about 15, and then there was the card in Tokyo last time out. But I think 10, 12 is a good number. 6 is going to be a fun. It's going to just be I reckon most of the one cards the next month or so are going to be 6 fights, which I like.
Makes sense. All right, well, we'll have to get Leon back tomorrow night maybe to recap this, or are you going to be too busy tapping away, doing all your video content?
Something, yeah. It's always fun to speak to you, even though you lost the Austin Powers haircut.
Yes, I'm no longer Austin Powers. After Leon's brutal jibes in Malaysia, hurt my feelings. Coined a new nickname for me among Ong Lan Sang and Martin.
I was in Mark.
Yeah. Well, anyway, great to catch up with you, Leon. As always, we'll hopefully see you tomorrow then, and enjoy the show, and we'll get your thoughts. I might bring some of my other guys. Maybe we should get someone like James Goyder in, who's a little more knowledgeable than us on Muay Thai and kickboxing. I don't know.
If anyone knows anything about Muay Thai, in Asian MMA. It's that man.
That is the man. All right, I might send him a DM now. Okay, thanks everyone for watching. Enjoy the show. We'll hopefully see you all again tomorrow. Cheers.
Hey guys, Sasha Platnikoff here, letting you know to tune in to SCMP Post Fight for all your weekly martial arts news.